Hello everyone, very good afternoon to one and all. So today in this video we are going to see converse of midpoint theorem. Yes, converse of midpoint theorem. So what is the statement of converse of midpoint theorem? Let us see. The line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle. We have already studied the midpoint theorem, that this is related to the same triangle and midpoint of sides. So converse of midpoint theorem states that line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle. Suppose that ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle and point D is the midpoint of side AB. Point D is the midpoint of side AB. So this theorem states that a line passing through D, this line D passing through D means midpoint of one side of triangle parallel to another side. Means if D is the line which is passing through the midpoint of side AB, so DE is parallel to BC. If DE is parallel to BC, side bisects the third side. This theorem states that if B is the midpoint of side AB and if DE parallel to BC, then this DE will intersect at point C, at point any point, suppose that here E, such that AE is equal to EC. Only then we can say that this line bisect AC. क्या कह रहा है, इसको फिर से समझते हैं. कन्वर्स ऑफ मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम कि यदि कोई ट्रायंगल है ABC, ठीक है, उसके एक साइड का मिड पॉइंट लीजिए और एक लाइन जो इस मिड पॉइंट से ऐसे पास होता है, सच दैट ये जो लाइन है ये DE BC के पैरेलल है, थर्ड साइड के पैरेलल है. तो क्या करेगा, जो एक और साइड है उसको बाइसेक्ट करेगा. जब DE AC को बाइसेक्ट करेगा, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि AC को दो इक्वल पार्ट में डिवाइड करेगा, राइट. बाइसेक्ट मींस डिवाइडिंग इनटू टू इक्वल पार्ट्स, राइट. So if point E is bisecting side AC, it means we have to show that AE is equal to AC, right. AE is equal to EC. This is the statement of converse of midpoint theorem. Means here what is given? What is given? Triangle ABC. ये triangle ABC. A triangle ABC is given in which point D, are you observing this? Point D is the midpoint of AB. And one more thing given, and this DE is parallel to BC, right. It is given one side of a triangle and parallel to this one, parallel to third side means BC. It is given, right. So from here what can we can conclude that, let us see, if DE is parallel to BC, right. So first of all let us do one more construction. What construction we have to do? As we have done in the midpoint theorem, same we will also do in the converse of midpoint theorem. Means we will draw a line CF parallel to BD. Draw CF parallel to BD. Okay. Now let us see what we are observing. This proof. In quadrilateral, let us see, in quadrilateral DBCF. Which one? DBCF. DB parallel to FC or CF parallel to BD by construction. CF parallel to BD by construction. By construction. Here just above we have done. Okay. And you see DE parallel to BC means DF parallel to BC given. DF parallel to, first of all write out DE parallel to BC and this implies DF parallel to BC. It is given here. You can note it down. So from here what we are observing that both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel. This side and this side are opposite side of this quadrilateral and this parallel to this and this side parallel to this side. So both the opposite pairs of this quadrilateral are parallel. So what would happen? Quadrilateral DBCF will be called as a parallelogram. Right? From here we can conclude DBCF is a parallelogram. राइट हमने क्या प्रूव कर दिया कि ये वाली साइड इसके अपोजिट साइड के पैरेलल है एंड दिस साइड इज आल्सो पैरेलल टू दिस साइड. सो क्वाड्रिलेटरल DBCF इज ए पैरेललोग्राम. जब ये पैरेललोग्राम हो गया तो क्या होगा? इसकी प्रॉपर्टीज को सेटिस्फाई करेगा. यस. सो फ्रॉम हियर वी कैन से दैट DB is equal to CF. Right? Isn't it? Can't we say? From here, and this implies what? DB is equal to what? FC. Are you getting? This quadrilateral is a parallelogram and we know that opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. So this side DB equal to FC, right? This one. But in the question it is already given that this is the midpoint. This is the midpoint. Means AD is equal to DB. AD is equal to DB. So let us do one thing. You can write here. Then we will do. Okay. So what we are saying, it is given. Let us number it. Suppose that this is 1, right? Now let us erase this because we need some space now, right? Okay. So let us continue from here. Construction part is not needed right now. Okay. So what we got? DB is equal to FC, right? But in the question it is already given, but in the statement or question we have seen that D is the midpoint, so AD is equal to DB given. let us take it second. So from first and second, from first and second we have what we have. Let us see. In the first we are getting dB is equal to FC, right? And in first we are getting AD is equal to dB. So what we can say, that AD is equal to FC, isn't it? So let us write it. AD is equal to FC. Let it third. So till now we have done two things. First of all, we have just proved that quadrilateral DBCF is a parallelogram, and from there we got that DB is equal to FC, and this again we found out that AD is equal to FC. Now let us take these two triangles. Which one? ADE and CEF or CFE, whatever. In triangle ADE and triangle CEF, CFE you can take. Okay. So which one? AB, this triangle and this triangle. Let us see. This line is parallel to this line. Means AB is parallel to FC. Right? And AC is the transversal. So what would happen? This angle. Angle A is equal to angle C. Means what? DAE is equal to what would happen? FCE angle DAE is equal to angle FCE. This one, mark with the DAE is equal to FCE. This angle and this angle are equal. Why? Both are alternate interior angle. Again you see, AD is equal to what? FC from third. AD is equal to FC from third. This one, here we have already shown. And you see this angle AED, this angle is equal to what? AED is equal to what? CEF. CEF, this one. Which angle? Vertical opposite angle. How? This AC and DF intersecting each other. So this opposite angle are equal and these are called vertical opposite angle. So here we can also write it angle AED. Angle AED is equal to angle CEF. Okay, AED is equal to CEF, this angle. Vertical opposite angle. Okay. Now let us see what we are getting. Angle, side. In these two triangles are equal. So what we can say that triangle ADE is congruent to triangle what? CFE. By AAS congruency rule. AAS rule. Okay, let us erase this. So, if this triangle is congruent to this triangle, then what would happen? From here we can say AE is equal to EC. Can't we say? AE is equal to CE. AE is equal to CE. By which? By CPCT. Means corresponding parts of congruent triangle, right? And what this is the thing which you have to prove. If AE is equal to EC, it means what? E is the midpoint of AC. This implies E is the midpoint of which? AC. And so what we can say? That E bisects AC. Also we can say, so E bisects which one? AC. Bisect टू इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करना. And this is the thing which we have to prove. Okay. So nothing to do. Don't worry about this. Just take one triangle, do one construction, join this line. First of all, just show that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram by showing two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, and then from there you can correlate that AD is equal to CF. One part you have already got. Then by the even you can just take another congruency rule also here. Okay. No, this is not fixed that only you use the AAS. You can prove this by ASA also. Okay, but you have to show that, right? So finally what we have got, these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then we will use the CPCT, means corresponding parts of the congruent triangle, right? So AE is equal to CE, means point E is the midpoint of side AC, or in another words we can say that E bisects AC, and this is which is to be proved henceforth. So dear students, just practice, pause the video, write it yourself and practice, because these two theorem, midpoint theorem and conversion of midpoint theorem, both are very important from the exam point of view also. Okay, thank you one and all.